I got guys like this, you know what I mean? This is my guy. He knows everything about all these drugs, whether they're performance enhancing or pain or any of this stuff. He does all the research, he knows everything, and he lets us know what he thinks is good and bad. I mean, that's why he's here, that's what he does.
This is the Schmo with the pro, with the golden snitch himself, Jeff Novitzky, here at the UFC Apex, announcing the UFC's partnership with Aurora, getting into the CBD business. How we doing?
Doing good, Schmo. How are you?
We can't complain. We're doing great, man. Now talk to me for a second. Over 50% of the roster has been taking CBD, and finally we got this partnership. A lot of pressure off your shoulders?
Yeah, as I talked about there, especially in terms of safety of the product. That's the number one question that I get regarding supplements, regarding CBD. Jeff, how do I choose a product that's safe? It's not going to cause me any issues under this USADA program. And until this partnership and until Aurora's guidance and leadership, I was unable to give an answer. There's not third-party testing in the CBD industry here in the States where athletes or consumers can use it and be sure via a stamp on the label that it's safe, doesn't have any impurities. And I think the partnership with Aurora is going to solve a lot of that.
You mentioned the beginning stages of this partnership, and usage is going to be the topical use. Can you envision using this, a cut man using this between rounds in the octagon, putting it on the face and stuff, or recovery? Can you see a day that happens?
Potentially. That's definitely something that Aurora's talked about, how CBD topical can be used to heal wounds. So cuts, superficial cuts that our athletes receive. I don't think it'd be able to happen in between rounds. Right now, I think they use some type of, I don't know what the substance is that can clot blood immediately. I think this is more, long-term healing. But hey, I think the potential is limitless out there right now.
From the offset of this 8-year partnership, we're going to be avoiding the tinctures, the oil stuff. When do you envision maybe that could come into play? Because there are CBD products out there on the market that use that right now.
Yeah, it's up to the federal government. And right now, Aurora's got a government affairs department, works closely with the FDA. And as soon as the FDA gives a clear path to regulation and legalization of ingestibles or things taken in through the mouth, I think we'll follow suit as soon as that happens.
I know you work closely with WADA, a lot of ties there to cycling. You've seen it all in your days. Now, do you see any obstacles, though, that this being a Canadian organization and us being here in the US of A?
No, I don't. In fact, they're ahead of the game already because, federally in Canada, cannabis across the board is legalized. So as they talked about up there today, I think they said, they had 80,000 subject members in CBD or cannabis studies up there already. So they're way ahead of the game than we are here in the United States. So yet another benefit of teaming up with Aurora. During
the press conference, you mentioned, I believe, 3 Midwestern states that they have not allowed CBD, and one of them being Illinois, where we had UFC 236, or was it 238?
238.
238, the Henry Cejudo Marlon Moraes card. No one tested positive, but what happens if there was a blemish there? What will we have done at the UFC organization?
Well, then it would have been on my shoulders because it's my job to identify those states where the rules are different and to reach out to the entire card several weeks or several months in advance and warn them of the different rules. And we were successful here. So it would have been on my shoulders, and I would have taken personal responsibility to have that happen.
Does it still drive you nuts when people keep bringing up Picograms and Jon Jones?
No, because it's a reality of anti-doping in this day and age. Those laboratories can detect to 1/1,000,000th of a gram level. I mean, it's hard to even wrap your head around what a small amount that is. It's something we're going to be seeing more and more and more. So while, hey, it's difficult for Jon, and there's always going to be naysayers out there, the fact that he is so high profile, and we were able to discuss that in detail at the end of last year, I think helps going forward with the program because it's not the last we're going to see of that.
If you were to put a finger in the wind, guess, when do we think we'll see other professional major sports partnering with CBD and dabbling in it in the near future?
Yeah, I would hope very quickly. I didn't get a chance to say it today, but I interact with my colleagues with the other professional sports leagues quite regularly. I've had discussions with NFL team physicians about this. They're interested in learning from our research and science and possibly collaborating with us. So I think we're certainly the leaders in this field, but I don't think they're going to be too far behind in seeing what we're doing here and wanting to follow suit.
So obviously UFC's number 1. If you were to be a betting man, would you say the NFL would be number 2?
Sure looks like it. They've already publicly announced collaboration between the NFL and the Players Union studying the effects on possible positive effects of cannabis on their players. So it certainly looks like they're going to be right behind us.
We'll get you out of here on this. What's your one message to any fighter that's about to take a supplement over the counter?
check in with me first. I'm available 24/7. That's my role. I'll answer the phone any time of the day or the night. I can give you direction to make sure that you take things are safe and nothing's going to come back to haunt your career.
He's the pro, Jeff Novitzky. I'm the Schmo. We're out.